thing that's really impressed me about this new F-Type R Coupe all-wheel drive is that when you're just coasting along, not particularly in a hurry, it's incredibly quiet, very refined. And then when you want to bring out its sort of evil side, it's actually quite a fun procedure. You knock the gear shift into manual, switch your parps on, exhausts for people overseas, flick that little switch into dynamic mode confirmed, drop 1 or 2 gears, here we go. Holy moly. Wow, each gear shift is like a punch in the back. Okay, that's fun. Let's do some more of that. So, welcome to the brand new 2021 Jaguar F-Type R Coupe all-wheel drive supercharged V8 British sports car. Whew, I do like this thing. It's so pretty, and it is also very nice to drive. Very nice to drive. For the 2020 F-Type R, Jaguar haven't messed with the formula very much, but they won't sell you a rear-wheel drive V8 anymore, although I'm not sure it will be that missed. You do, however, still get one of the best rear ends in the world of motoring. Okay, let's start with the basics. Up front, under that long and beautiful, newly styled bonnet, is a 5-litre supercharged V8, which has been in Jaguar Land Rover products for quite a while now. But for this application, they have beefed it up to produce 575 PSs, which also gives this car its name. But in a more useful metric of kilowatts, that translates to 423, which is a big number, especially in a car like this. All of that translates into a 0 to 100 time of 3.7 seconds with a top speed of 300 kilometers an hour. Remember, this is not the fastest F-Type that they're going to release. That will be the SVR. And so they have to leave a little bit there in terms of numbers for the SVR to claim. Otherwise, what's the point? But all of this comes at a price. So you can get a new F-Type for about 1.2 million rand. And this one that I'm sitting in starts at 2.4 million rand. So it's twice the price. But is it twice the car? The problem Jaguar has is that the F-Type's standard interior is already pretty remarkable. So all they can really do is add an R badge here and there and hope for the best. But the reality is the cockpit of this car is a luxurious and comfortable leather cocoon that does make you feel like you're driving something special. And that is for me where the Jaguar pretty much knocks everything out of the park. This car is absolutely beautiful, inside and out. It really is a triumph of design. When I heard they were going to try and better the F-Type design, I thought, wow, good luck, that's a really tough one. And I think they've done it. I mean, all they've really done is sort of sleeked out the front headlights. The back is pretty much the same, but from any angle, this car is absolutely stunning. And then you put your foot down and you're instantly and very loudly reminded that you're also driving something very powerful. Exhaust pipes on, confirmed, sport, flappy paddles enabled, give it a bit of left foot brake. Ready? Ready. Okay, straight into a corner. We've closed the road out here in the Wineland so I can really hammer this thing. That's third gear. I like the fact that there's not much body roll. The exhaust is so angry. These are some really tight corners. I think this car is a very good compromise between a GT and a sports car. I think that's where this car's talents really lie. Hard on the brakes here, huge 390mm brake discs up front, absolutely anchoring this car. And they say they've worked on the brake pedal feel, and I think they have. It feels very nice, it feels very supportive, like it's got your back. But the way this thing picks up speed is unbelievable. That's 5th gear, flat out. Peak power is at 6,500 RPM and we're up to 200 there. Okay, wow, sheesh, let's slow down. Wow, okay, this is fast. This is a fast car. If you've ever wanted to pretend you own a V8 Jaguar F-Type, just gargle aggressively every morning. Just put some mouthwash in and then there you go. That should terrify your girlfriend. Okay, let's go back into calmer mode here. Let's dynamic off. We're back into sort of comfort type vibe. And then listen to that. How serene is that? Absolute banshee when you want it to be. Calm cruiser when you don't. Very impressive. I think the best way to think of the F-Type is almost as a British muscle car. It sort of straddles that world between big, brutish, torquey V8 muscle car and light on its feet sports car. They really have done a very good job of somehow getting it to do both. I think its breadth of its ability, the scope of its ability is wider than, say, cars like the 8 Series. It's very evenly matched, in my opinion, to the Mercedes GT. That's about as close as it would get, I think, to something like this. Mercedes also quite famous for their big, brawny V8s. But there's something about a supercharged V8. It's a very unique feel. You get that very linear acceleration. You get that very linear pull from the engine. And that makes for a really great sports car experience. So what are some of the downsides to owning a large supercharged V8? Well, Jaguar claim that this car will average 11 liters to the 100, which is about as optimistic and unrealistic as anything Boris Johnson says. Over the few days I've been driving it, it has done nothing better than 18 liters to the 100. Yeah, other than that though, I love it. I love everything about it. The first time I drove the F-Type, the first one, a good couple of years ago, I remember thinking, wow, small sports car, big V8 engine, amazing sound, incredibly beautiful. And they've managed to retain all of that. But I also remember thinking at the time that the V6, even though it was less powerful, was actually a better driver's car than the V8. I think having less weight over the front axle made it feel a bit more dynamic, a bit more involving, a bit easier to chuck around. So if you are looking for a big, noisy sledgehammer and you've got 2.4 million rand, then go for it. But if you're looking for something that's maybe a bit more interesting to drive, definitely not as fast, but with a fantastic V6 howl going for it as well, then I think for half this money, you will definitely not be disappointed with a lesser F-Type coupe. There's some good buying advice for you there. Eh? Some good consumer journalism. The thing is though, this V8 is quite addictive. Maybe it's just the noise.
Did you know that we also sell really awesome car-themed merchandise? Check out our range of custom t-shirts and prints at our online store now. Simply click on the square box on your screen and we'll take you there, or the link is in the description below. Thanks for watching.